Hi boys and girls, today I'm going to show you how to write a complete telling sentence. First, I want you to think about your favorite food. Once you have your favorite food in mind, I want you to say it out loud. I want you to say, my favorite food is, and then you'll say your favorite food. For example, my favorite food is pizza. Now it's your turn. I'm going to give you a few seconds for you to say it out loud. Now that you shared what your favorite food was, you were using a telling sentence. So boys and girls, a telling sentence is a group of words that have a who and a what. They tell a complete idea. They begin with a capital letter and it ends with the punctuation. So I'm going to write it on the board so that we don't forget. So telling sentences have a who and a what. Have a who and a what. They tell a complete idea. Complete idea. A sentence, a complete telling sentence, begins with a capital letter. Begins with a capital letter. And just like any other complete sentence, it ends with the period. Whenever we're writing, our who is not always a person. It can be an animal or it can also be an object. So today we're going to practice writing complete telling sentences using all the correct parts. So let's look at one example. Our example is Sam has a cat. So we're going to write Sam has a cat. So first we're going to see if we have a who and a what. So who are we talking about in this sentence? We are talking about Sam. So Sam is our who. It's who the sentence is about. And now we're going to see what. So what was Sam doing? What happened with Sam? So Sam has a cat. So our what in this sentence is has a cat. So this is our what. So now let me think of another sentence that we could use. We can say, my dad has a hat. So I'll write my dad has a hat. So let's see if my sentence has all the different parts for a complete telling sentence. So the first thing is, does it have a who and a what? So who are we talking about in this sentence? So we can see that the sentence is about my dad. So this is my who. This is who we are talking about. Now we're going to look for our what. So what was going on? What happened with my dad? So my dad has a hat. So has a hat is our what? So we have this one. Now, tells a complete idea. So we know that my dad is the person that we are talking about in this sentence, and we know that he has a hat. So the idea is complete. We know who and what we are talking about. So that one is good. So the next one is begins with a capital letter. So if we look at our sentence, we can see that our first word is my. And my has a capital M. So we can see that our sentence does begin with the capital letter. So that one we have. And our next one is ends with the period. So my dad has a hat. Period. So we see that we do have a period. So that means we have a complete telling sentence. Now let's look at another example. We can say, Tom is a cat. So I will write down, Tom is a cat. Let's see if it has all the parts of a complete telling sentence. So again, the first one is have a who and a what. So who are we talking about in this sentence? We are talking about Tom. So Tom is our who. And now we are looking for our what. So Tom is doing what or has what. So we know that Tom is a cat. So what is happening in the sentence? That Tom is a cat. So our what is a cat. So to summarize it, to put it all together, we know that telling sentences have a who and a what. They tell a complete idea. We know that the sentence begins with a capital letter and it ends with a period. So today, whenever you write, you are going to practice writing telling sentences. So whenever you're writing, make sure that your sentences have all these 4 parts.